Hey there, I just wanted to show off this super cool trick I discovered, which is also incredibly niche. Basically, I'm going to be lowering this Chaos Golem's defense without reducing its HP. You can see right off the bat that it has 59 defense, so it's not too bad, but it's a little tanky for trying to use Poison Dynamite on. So the first thing I'm going to do is cast Vulnerability on it, and I've got the Tome of Water equipped to make it extra effective. And now you can see it's at 50 defense. Now is when the fun part comes in. I'm going to spec it down with the Elder Maul. I'm brewed down so my max hit is like a 4, and I use the Soul Flame Horn so I always hit, but you can see I hit a 0. Now normally you can no longer hit a 0, and there we go, another 0. But now I'm going to check Monster Examine again, and you can see I have in fact lowered its defense down to 22. And we've got another alt here, and I'm going to do the same thing again. So we spec 2 more times, and then when we cast Monster Examine again, you'll see that the Chaos Golem now has 10 defense, making it much more Poison Dynamite friendly, which is nice because I'm very tired of world hopping, and I'm saving my stackable Nightshade for something exciting. And as you can see, I do in fact land the Poison Dynamite hit after just 1 attempt. Yay! Now the AFK part comes in. We're going to switch to our Toxic Staff of the Dead on the first account, Venom the Chaos Golem, and then we just have to wait. Time to go make a snack. So why is this happening? The Chaos Golem has a flat armor of 4, meaning that any incoming attacks have their damage reduced by 4, and since my Elder Maul accounts have a max hit of 4, this reduces their hit down to 0. But because of the Soul Flame Horn giving 100% accuracy, you know the attack is actually hitting rather than missing. This means we've lowered the enemy's defense without damaging it, meaning we don't need to wait for it to heal up before we can use Poison Dynamite on it, which can only be used on an enemy with full HP. And of course, we're never lucky. Let's run it again from the perspective of the Venom/Soul Flame account. I bring the Chaos Golem over, lower it with vulnerability, do 2 specs on the first Elder Maul account, and then 2 more specs with the other. Before you start, it's important to right-click your Soul Flame Horn and set its radius to 0, so your Soul Flame Horn only works on targets standing on the same tile as you. I've also got the Lightberry equipped on the Soul Flame account and both the Maul accounts, so I have full spec by the time the Venom has killed the Chaos Golem. So as far as how useful this is, like I said, this is incredibly niche. This is the only place I can really see it being used, and this is a grind you'd only do on a skiller if you're getting pretty deep in the collection log. But worms and drakes also have flat armor, so it could theoretically be used there as well. I don't think it has many applications as the main game is concerned, since you wouldn't need to have an enemy at full health, though I've tested this and it does in fact work for irons, that you can't use vulnerability in that case, and obviously you can't venom it after the fact. There is a trick for how to use venom ults to benefit irons, which I talk about in my Watchtower guide linked below, and if you're unsure how venom ults work, I have a guide on those as well. Though a little update on that, I'm using Ancient Brews instead of Sarah Brews, which are a little bit cheaper and don't reduce my magic level, so I can cast Monster Examine to show off the enemy's defense for the video. And just as a little bonus, here's what my screen looks like when I'm doing Chaos Golems. It may seem a bit hectic, but I have a lot of fun playing this way. And that's pretty much all there is to say. Normally at the end of a video, I wish you luck, but if you look at my loot tracker, I clearly need all of you to wish me luck. But thank you so much for watching this incredibly niche guide, and I am very proud of you.